What's going on, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's happening? What's happening? I appreciate you guys for joining. All right, this is another Art of Sound show where we talk about studio stuff, music production tips and tricks is what this channel is usually about. Every once in a while, I may put something, but it's usually around music. So this is what it's all about. The name of the show is Art of Sound. My name is Elib, E-L-I-B. That's my name. And this is a derivative or department of K Sound. All right, KSOUNDD.com. Make sure you visit the website, subscribe, because we always blogging on the site. We always sharing good tips and tricks and things like that. So we don't want to leave you guys out. So make sure you guys go to the website. All right, so the subject of this segment, we do these videos. Well, first of all, we try to do these videos every Thursday at 12, but some things have been happening lately, so we will have to bump the time up to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you guys want to catch us live and answer or ask live questions during the show, ask me personally, like live, like the moment you type in, I will respond to your question during the live session. You can do that. We'll be doing this at 11 a.m. instead of 12 a.m. every Thursday, all right? And if anything change, I'll let you guys know. But that's why it's important to be subscribed to the website, the channel, so that you guys won't miss out on that, all right? The website. That's what I really meant. So I'm just trying to activate my comments so I can see as they come in. If you guys got any questions, please feel free. I'll see them as they come in. All right. So today, let's go to a new session. I have something in front of me right now. I don't want to work on this one. I want to do something totally different. It's very important when you are creating something new, and I'm using Studio One at the moment. Studio One is my DAW of choice. What I'm using, I love Studio One. Studio One is fast. Studio One is just, it just does it. It does the trick for me. So inside of Studio One, you guessed it, I love working with the Mai-Tai or Mai-Tai, the plug-in here. I love using this instrument because it does so much. Like for the style of music that I'm working in, it's got some nice synth sounds, and not only that, those are mostly presets. I can definitely switch. I can change the sound. I'm sorry. I could change the sound, and let's make sure we got audio. All right, I could definitely change the sound. I can, create something new anytime that I want. Hope you guys can hear me well. That's sort of been the issue for the last couple of streams or whatever. Really couldn't hear me well, but want to make sure you guys can hear me. And I'm getting signal on my end, so everything should be good so far. That's what I see. Let me do some adjustments to my screen here so I can see some things happening in the background. All right, cool. So let's play some. Okay, you should be hearing something. Okay, all right. So if you are looking at the screen like me, major delay. I guess it's cool. But anyway, we're gonna I dealt with it plenty of times. Delays and stupid stuff like that. So this here right here, this GUI here, this plugin Mai-Tai is definitely dope to me because it has so many parameters in here. And I talked about this before. I did like a review on this, but we're gonna try to create something really quick to see what we can come up with. But basically, you'll go in and just play with stuff. You can click here the default, and I like playing with the pads and see what I come up with. Say you don't like something. You could definitely. You know what I mean? Let's go with something else. Sad. That's too sad for me. But the good thing about this is they have great presets to start. And you can adjust everything. Like, I feel like that's too long for what I'm getting ready to start doing. I'm just thinking of something in my head right now. So I'm gonna cut back on the release time. You see that? Now it's shorter. And the tail end of that is the reverb. You know, you can go in and play around with the reverb, play around with the delay, turn the delay off. Now it's more dry, turn off the reverb. That's actually dope. I like that. And then they got this modulation on here that I feel like is super dope. But I think I like what I just did. I think I like that. That's turn up the punch, make it punch a little harder. But I think I want that reverb back on there. All right, so let's turn our metronome on. And this is just using stock stuff. You see how I was able to change everything? You know, just sometimes when you're looking for a sound, you know, you may not find exactly what you're looking for, but you can kind of get an idea. Like when you go to a preset, you can change. You know, you just listen to what it sounds like, and you can, oh, that's similar to what I want, but let me do some changes or whatever. So I'm just trying to encourage some of you guys that go past a lot of things that could be potentially used, and you just make it into your own, and you might come up with something pretty new and pretty cool. So, man, that's way too much reverb. So let's see where's my tempo. We gonna my tie is legit. Herman says, absolutely, absolutely. Appreciate you joining me, watching me live. I didn't even get a chance to shoot out an email to everybody because everything has been so hectic. But we're gonna turn on this metronome. Oh, let's turn on the metronome here. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna count the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's say 89 or 90 actually. So that's like 16, 1 E and a 2 D and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 48, 4 E and that's how that's how I count it. All right, so we're gonna make sure this is quantized. All right. So like some of the notes was not really in there like I wanted, but for the sake of time, we're going to keep it moving, and I'm gonna grab an impact. And these are some drums that I imported myself. So I kind of did a little tweaking to them to get it to what, you know, my liking or whatever. No, we're not going to use that because that stuff is on a different hard drive. So we're going to go to this one. Come on, wake up, hard drive. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's get it. Okay. All right, so let's go to here and we're gonna just turn down everything. And I love Impact because you can Impact is like Machine or the Renaissance or anything that can import sample. It's a sampler, you know what I mean, and you can use it to import your sounds. And then on top of that, you can transpose, tune, play around with the envelope, the velocity, the cutoff, and all this other good stuff. Pan, volume, amp. You can choke on here, which is something you can do on the machine as well, which is pretty cool. I thought that was really, really great. That's a great thing to know. So that's two kicks right there. So this one and I'm gonna add those together and I'm gonna just kind of adjust the volume as we go. 2, 3, 4. That's totally whack, but we're gonna quantize. Just like that. Now that sound, let me see if I can find this sound right here. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. I have to actually go back to where I got that, because I can actually I have to go back to the folder that it's saved to, because I want to actually use that for my bass line. But again, for the sake of the video, I don't really have that time to show you guys how I'm do that. But I can show you a few more things, and then I have to jump off. So usually what I like to do is I'll go in and bounce this down. Oops. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. Let's bounce that down. Okay, cool. I didn't want to necessarily do it like that. I found a new way to bounce things down. I'm going to explain that later. I'm still playing around with the best way to bounce down things now, but since I just bounced it down just now, I can actually go to my pools and I can pull that up. It's the Maytai. It should be the Maytai if it's in here. Yes, this one right here. Yeah, it's this one here. So for this one, I'm going to just delete that. Let's bring another sound in. And I could keep this sound, you know what I'm saying, and create something totally different. I could change the characteristic of it. Let's change. Let's see what we could do about changing. I'm gonna add. Is it modulation? No, it's not modulation. It's actually this gator that I wanna. Let's put some effects on it. know what I mean? That's probably not what I'm going to do, but just to, I want another sound. This is pretty cool because it's on a scale right here. So I think the fifth semitone. No, it was sevenths, I think. And I just need a 12 if I need to go an octave down. No, I'm not trying to do that. And I could change this fine tuning, which is pretty cool. It add like it sounds a little thicker. Sound like some harmonics coming out right there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 3, 4. All right, so we just added that in there. We're gonna make sure we have that quantized, and I'm gonna pan that off somewhere. I'm gonna cut it off a little bit. I'm gonna do it just like that. Let's see. Play around with the EQ to bring something different to it, so it can cut through a little better. Harmon says, "How far does the pool go back?" The pool is actually your files. Like it actually records. No, it don't record. The pool is pretty much the file of the entire section, the session. All right. So if whatever you put in the session is being put right here. This is like your pool, your pool of files. Everything that's been imported. So if you import something in the session, it gets collected right here in your pool section. If you bounce something down in place, again, it gets pulled right here. Like all your audio file lives right there in the pool. That's what the pool is. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works. And then you have the option to you guys can't really see, but I'm gonna move my move it up like this here. But basically down below here, if you guys can see that, below in the pool section, you can come down here and wait. Let me see if I can. No, can't zoom in like that. Anyway, I gotta fix that. Down below at the end, you can play each individual files by itself, or you can put the loop on it and turn the metrodome in that section, and then control the volume right there. So that's pretty much how that goes. That's how that works. That's a good question though. All right, so I think I'm gonna go for another sound, And again, we're just talking about how you can use the sounds that you have and make different, different things out of them. You change the sound, you know what I mean? You don't have to go with the default sound. I mean, you just don't. You don't have to, you know what I mean? Let's do that again because I didn't like how that came out. I want to make sure that we got everything. Okay, so let's see. We're going to bounce that in place there. It just didn't look like nothing was there. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna label these stuff. I'm gonna label everything a little later, but for the time being, let's see if we could just add one more thing, and then I gotta cut out for real. Like it sounds. I guess depending on what you're working on, it could be very useful. But I'm gonna cut the release time down. See, when you cut the character on, change it up a little bit. And I believe there's some parameters down here you can also change too. Let's see. There we go. Oh, never mind. And this is pretty cool. Like you have full control over what you can create in here, and you can go and add different you can add LFO to this. I haven't played with this, so but that's cool. So it's like it's modulating very slow. You can do whatever you want actually in here. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. Add some distortion to this. Now it almost sounds like a new lead right there. You see that? You know what I mean? And then a lot of times I'll use this and add something called arpeggiator underneath it to see like what else I can do because I like stuff to just seeing what you can do. Just play around with it. Turn Yeah, something like that. You guys get the point. It's not perfect, when I do these shows, I don't. Most of the times, I'm not trying to do something that I would submit to the corporate world. Something that usually what I'll do is I'll like, come back if I dig what I was doing, and sometimes you guys will hear me say that on the show. I'll dig what I'm doing and come back and then do it and then submit it. And sometimes some guys I have been discovered quite a bit on these YouTube shows doing stuff like this, and people dig what I do and they be like, hey, can I get that from you? You know what I mean? And that's why I encourage you guys to do the same. Get out there, showcase your work, show people what you do. I still get those questions like, hey, Kay, hey, how can I get work? Like, and most of the times, if people are asking me about Full Sail and how can I, where do you go when you graduated? Did you get job placements? Blah blah blah, and all that type of thing. I mean, not necessarily. It was more so you go to school and you got to apply yourself. You got to apply yourself with anything you do. When you get a job, you got to apply yourself. That's how you're going to get paid. That's how you're going to stay there. That's how you move up in promotion, because it's all about what you do for yourself and the company. You know what I mean? That's all it's all about. If you think that you're going to come in as music production, and because you got a degree in music production and you're not really doing nothing to promote yourself and do anything to put yourself out there, nobody's going to find you. Nobody's going to discover you. And you know what I mean? So you got to put yourself out there. You got to do what you got to do. All right. And make it happen. This is your boy Ella. That's all the time I have today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right. I got to head out of here. Remember, at the end of the day, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture. And I appreciate y'all for, you guys were wonderful.